Two is sort of a high risk, high reward dubs character, and then his follow ups and his range are very strong utilities in doubles play, but at the same time, his lightweight and extremely large hurtbox can oftentimes make him a liability in terms of the amount of damage that he takes and the difficulty he has escaping a lot of situations.
Yeah, and one thing that I've, at least in their previous set on stream, that helped a lot with... Wow! Not that. It wasn't popping Zex in the face with a Shadow Ball. It was the fact that Zex was able to keep the enemy team so distracted and on tilt just with his constant... Wow!
Absolutely.
What a dare!
Incredible rising dare from Hitaku. Going to steal out that stock. Definitely making that weight less of a liability when you can close out stocks that efficiently. Looking like a young Captain Falcon.
Yeah, a floating Captain Falcon.
Mewtwo's dare off stage really is an underutilized tool by a lot of players, I think. The fact that he's so floaty and his recovery is so versatile means that he can actually put out, I think, 3 down airs consecutively off stage before having to actually come back to the ledge.
Okay, that's a little nutso.
Yeah, he can definitely apply an incredible amount of offstage pressure thanks to the stall that he gets from the side B, as well as his floatiness and the decent amount of distance he gets from his recovery, from his up B as well. Hitaku just kind of hanging out off the ledge there. Sean putting a little bit of damage onto Zex with the rocking the 4th seed tag.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if there's a little bit of salt coming out there. What exactly?
I interpret that as a little bit of passive aggressive. Like, really, we're the 4th seed here. And I mean, maybe they could be just like, here's their chance to make their point, right? Because they're fighting the 3rd seed in the bracket. So if they beat them, they can rightfully say, "See, we shouldn't have been 4th seed." But if they lose, he's gonna feel really silly about that tag. He's like, "Oh yeah, we were 4th seed for a reason, I guess."
Absolutely. And I mean, do you know who were the seeds ahead of them? So this is the 3rd seed here. The 1st seed was Ido and Trevante. Who was the 2nd seed?
Legit and Virus.
Legit and Virus. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, there is some room, I would say, for argument about that seed there. I can kind of see where he's coming from, but at the same time, at least as far as I know, Hitaku does not necessarily have the results or consistency in doubles. I don't think he's really had too many consistent partners that he's been with that would sort of justify a higher seed. But Zek's obviously one of the most dominant doubles players in NorCal, so I could see where that's kind of coming from.
Yeah.
And judging by the stock count here, though,
can Hitaku get the gift? And he finds a great fall off there, and there we go.
That is gonna close it out. Great stuff from Hitaku. I mean, he's mine off stage so far.
He plays GP like all the time in finals and grand finals and the Santa Rosa tournament, so I think he has tons of experience having to kill Diddy off stage.
Yeah, he definitely understands how to close out that Diddy stock. Definitely with the Monkey Barrel being such a liability relative to Diddy's sort of on-stage dominance, being able to get those gimps off stage is a really critical part of playing any Diddy Kong in doubles.
Absolutely. And I like that Shadow Ball there, clanking out the banana and applying shield pressure to Sean. And meanwhile, Rice, extremely bloody stock right there.
And Hitaku only at 43% with 2 stocks remaining is doing a great job of avoiding this pressure here, making great use of that range and managing to find his proper spacing in doubles, which is a very difficult feat. And looking for that air dodge there. Gonna use these Shadow Balls to keep pressure from across the stage.
Yeah, and it looks like Rice and Sean are just trying to double team on Zex right now, recognizing that he's at significant death percentage right now, and Sean finds the up smash and closes out that stock, but they still had an extra one to spare on Hitaku, so now we've got ourselves an even game.
Yeah, 74% on Sean is going to give a slight percent advantage to the blue team of Zex and Hitaku. Sean gonna find his way back on stage with that barrel. You get a down tilt and a jab onto Zex. Hitaku not gonna find a punish for it. A quick team combo is going to give a relatively close in percent, but still a percent advantage for the blue team here.
Oh man, the point blank Shadow Ball not quite finishing off Sean though, but the bouncing fish well.
Sean out of the picture. Rice is going to have to find a way to finish off this Mewtwo at 93%. 1 or 2 more hits into an up smash should be able to close that out, but he still has a large hill to climb and a 30% Sheik right in front of him.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, ultimately I've learned never to count Rice out in the 2v1. Of all the players in NorCal, he's one of the most consistent at surviving this sort of situation.
Oh yes, yeah. We're seeing that back row doing so much work, being able to hit both characters simultaneously. Rice bit by bit, tagging up that damage, 104% on Mewtwo with 116% on Rice. One good smash attack, specifically an up smash, is going to be able to close out that Mewtwo stock. If he can avoid getting this team combo, gonna get caught with that down smash, coming back onto the stage. Zex gonna miss the edge guard.
So much option coverage there with Hitaku covering that roll getup, making it a lot easier for Zex to apply pressure on the ledge.
Zex not quite gonna connect.
That's gonna kill.
Here, yes! Hitaku is down 141%, only 66% on Sheik. Only a couple more hits before Rage Mario is going to be able to close out the Sheik stock. Zex cannot sit comfortably here. He's got to find a way to close this out.
And the scary thing here is Rice is kind of Zex's bracket demon in NorCal. So this is a very scary 2v1 situation, but he calls out the grab with the F smash, and that doesn't kill.
At 141%, Mario is going to live, but no double jump on him. Is going to make it back to the platform. Smashville coming through to save the day. Rice going to find the down throw. The Nair is not going to connect, but 80% on Zex. He's going to have to watch his back here. Full rage on this Mario.
And the bouncing fish should take it, okay.
Great bouncing fish. Kind of a risky play coming from Zex. If that had not quite connected, Rice would have been able to find a punish. Off the shield, he might have found an up air, or if he had been able to dodge it, an up smash could have put Zex in a really dangerous position, maybe even died.
Yeah, no, with that much rage, I would have honestly not been surprised to see death coming from Zex. And the funny thing there is at the very end of that stock, for once in my life, the phrase popped in my mind is, wow, maybe Sheik does have trouble killing. Maybe Sheik actually does have trouble killing.
When you see a X smash move at 141%.
Yeah, not kill. As on Smashville.
You gotta take a second to say, man, there's something not quite right here.
My character maybe is a little on the weak side.
I definitely think that Sean and Rice are gonna have to find a way to close out his Hitaku stocks a little bit faster. As such a light character with such a massive hurt box, he's getting away with a little too much in my opinion. Obviously, it's kind of hard to cover Mewtwo's landings and his sort of aerial play because of how quick and mobile he is in the air, especially given his air dodge. But at the same time, he's got to be a priority target for the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, what I've noticed again and again is it does just end up being the ultimate distraction of Zex, just constantly being in the... Oh, wow!
That is not going to be a pretty scenario. Zex going to lose that stock relatively early, down to his second already.
Oh, well, I think... this is still doable, especially given the brutal offstage presence we're seeing Hitaku versus Sean. It would not surprise me if they were able to bring this back.
Yeah, Zex able to connect that second bouncing fish onto Rice, and that is going to take the stock, but Sean, with a great bit of team play, is going to find the up air offstage to save Rice's life at 140%, though. He's going to have to be careful, and that up smash is going to steal out the stock. Despite Sean's best efforts, Rice is going to lose that first stock. 103% on Diddy Kong. He is in danger as well, but he's managed to hold on to it for now. Hitaku looking for another up smash. It's not going to connect.
And right now, Zex tried to find some sort of capitalization on Sean's throw, not able to get that F-tilt, and Sean's still holding on to this stock really, really carefully. Rice staying close to make sure that they don't get any sort of setup on his teammate.
Great team pull-up from Rice there. So Rice and Sean seem to be having a somewhat dominant control of the center stage right now, but Sean is going to lose that first stock, and with 3 stocks on Hitaku, there is going to be a stock deficit for the red team. They're going to have to find a way to close out this Mewtwo at 94%. Gonna find another up smash.
Mewtwo still hanging on to bitter life right there.
Man, Rice already at 89%. He has got to close this out. That back air is going to do the job.
All right, so red team barely reclaims their lead right now, which is honestly, considering the fact that blue team literally had Sheik just run off the stage and die at the beginning, rather impressive at how close this game is looking right now.
Ooh, that's going to have to be careful though. Eating that up smash for the poorly timed forward smash there. Already at 60% on his last stock.
Oh yeah, he was looking for a follow-up off of Zex's grab, but Sean mashes out just in time before anything happens.
Ooh, Sean is going to find that up smash to cover Zex's poor landing there. Zex bouncing fishing away from the stage. Going to make it back safely. Sean with a banana in hand throws it right at Rice, who manages to find a convenient shield.
You know, 2 teammates have played together for ages. For when one of them accidentally throws a move at the teammate, they power shield it. Yeah. It's like, I'm used to it by now, buddy. It's fine.
Like, don't worry, man. I know how you suck.
Yeah, I know how you suck. I want to say that.
All right. Sean and Rice. So we got some participation in the chat here.
Wow, okay. I don't know why that was called for, but
glad to see our buddy X-Ass popping in the chat with some insightful commentary on the quality of today's matches.
Yeah, and today's matches are on you.
Thank you for your observations on the excellent commentary that me and my partner are providing.
Yeah.
Hitaku trying to find his way back into the stage. That fireball is going to take him down.
What?
And a 4-stock victory with 179% on Rice's Mario. And Hitaku and Zex cannot be happy about that result. That quickly went from a slightly dominant game on their part to a 4-stock victory. That
just suddenly became a train wreck.
A quick conversion. They're going to have to find a way around there. Hitaku, on his first stock, seemed to do a pretty good job of holding on to it, but somehow in the last 2 scenarios there, he quickly found himself off stage. That fireball gimp is definitely not going to make him feel too comfortable going into this next match. Momentum going to be heavily with Rice and Sean at the moment. So Zex and Hitaku are going to have to find a way to keep themselves mentally in this. I'm interested to see what stage they're gonna be counterpicking here.
I mean, it's the Rice Soul Steel Classic, right?
Yeah.
No matter what character he uses, he finds a way to win in the most demoralizing fashion possible. Like, if anyone has ever seen Rice's Ganon, you know exactly what I am talking about.
Rice is not just a player that builds his own momentum. He actively steals momentum from his opponent.
Yes, he... Wow! Exax is also just going in really hard right now.
Exax is just mad because his Zelda got bopped in online doubles the other day. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, does anyone really care about anyone's Zelda?
He got that work.
I mean, if you're not Ben, I don't know why we're talking about your Zelda.
I think this guy's on SoCal PR. I'm just saying I don't really know how because he's free as all hell. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Rice is going to find a triple up air combo onto Zex and manages to find the secondary follow-up out of the air onto Hitaku with a back air. Hitaku gonna get the down tilt into up air. Okay, we have both teams gonna straddle the opposite sides of the stage right now. Lila had an interesting counter pick. I know this is one of Hitaku's preferred counter picks at Mewtwo. Great Shadow Ball pressure and great coverage from Mewtwo's up tilt.
And I know Diddy's historically hate the hell out of this stage.
Yeah,
Sean's actually a bit of an odd duck because he feels like he can pressure the platforms well, but every other Diddy is like, no, we get off stage, we die here.
Yeah, a very, very frustrating stage to recover to, especially if you have a horizontal recovery like Diddy Kong's side B, but at the same time, the lower platforms can help out a lot of characters who would otherwise not be able to effectively cover a high third platform on other stages as well.
Exactly, it gives you a lot more landing pressure here.
Exactly, yeah. Hitaku, I think also, he feels really convenient using his up tilt to pressure the three platforms as well as the Shadow Ball, but at the same time, a fully charged Shadow Ball cannot be shot from across stage while while you're on the downside of a tilted Lilac. That's something interesting to note. It will just go right into the stage and not make it across. So Hitaku's going to have to be a little cognizant here of where he's positioned on the stage if he wants to try and use that Shadow Ball for any offensive pressure or to break up some kind of pressure onto his partner. And Zek's going to find that bouncing fish. So with 3 stocks on Hitaku, there is going to be a slight stock lead for the blue team right now. Sean trying to find a way to finish that out. Rice going to find the up air, but they're not quite finishing it out. Good damage onto Zex, 52%. But they're going to have to find a way to finish off Hitaku right now. Perhaps the red team is just trying to avoid Hitaku given the nature of Mewtwo's massive tilts. They're thinking it's just going to be a little bit easier to get in on Sheik, maybe.
Oh, no!
And,
wow, that option coverage off the banana trip, that was beautiful. Rice covering the back roll option and Sean covering the forward roll.
Great coordination from this team here. Solid awareness and trust between the two teammates on the red team of the options that the other two are going to be covering. Covering those get-up options as a team is especially crucial in high-level doubles play.
Yes.
Because of the ability to cover not just one character's get-up traps, but to cover any options that they can cover as well. With a banana, it's almost like having 3 people covering one person's get-up.
Absolutely. And right now, Zek's taking so much damage on his stock.
Hitaku trying to find his way back. He finds himself off stage one more time. Rice looking for that up smash. Not going to connect. Looks for the second.
And
the third consecutive up smash.
When in doubt, up smash again.
Rice demonstrating the highest echelon of Mario strategy right now.
He's clearly been studying very carefully under anti and ally.
Remember, kids, that 2 is bad, but the third time's a mix-up. And Mewtwo gonna look for that. That was
a glide toss.
Yeah, that was a really long glide toss coming out of Mewtwo. Great slide there. Hitaku definitely has been doing his homework in this matchup. Like you said, from his experience with NorCal's newest Diddy main, GB Soul, Rice gonna find that.
Oh, doesn't quite find the down air, and a beautiful retaliation there. Hitaku actually managing to be the one player with 2 stocks alive yet again.
That closeout. This is I really have to say, I respect Hitaku a lot right now for a character with such lightweight and such a large hurt blocks managing to function basically as a stock tank right now.
Yeah, that's really impressive, and he's been just leveraging his movement to be able to do it as opposed to any just weight.
Quite an incredible feat, making great use of these Shadow Balls. This up tilt coverage right now on the platform. Sean gonna find a good shield on that Shadow Ball, but is going to take the down tilt. Nair from Zex is going to put him in a bad position. Rice trying to find his way back down. Almost eats the banana from Sean, but good awareness to get out of the way.
Sean's got to be really careful right now. He is at death percent to anything that Hitaku throws out, and pretty soon to a lot of things that Sheik would throw out.
Sean trying to cover Zex's landing right now, and Rice just putting down a little bit of pressure, keeping Hitaku from using the Shadow Ball to get in on it. Rice going to find another smash on Zex, not quite going to finish it out. 92% on Zex and 190% on Hitaku, but with Sean at 133%, this is a very dangerous position for the red team right now.
Oh my gosh, and right now, Sean just barely hanging on to life, only taking the stray hits, nothing too critical. Wow, confusion into side B.
Surprised that Sean is taking somewhat of an aggressive roll right now. He definitely wants to back it up. That back throw is going to seal it out.
Huge, actually.
And wow, yeah, Zek's going to lose that stock at the same time that Hitaku loses his, suddenly putting a 3-stock advantage to a 2v1 against the blue team.
And one thing that was really unfortunate is Hitaku read the air dodge right there 10 seconds ago, but mistimed the back air timing. If that had actually connected, this would be an even fair game. And right now, he has to live with a banana plus fighting Rice's Mario.
Well, he's definitely going to be looking for that that up throw onto Sean. Oh, the
finds it!
Up there is going to take it out, and with a 60% advantage, Hitaku is in a relatively good position right now. And now, the opinion will change depending on who you ask, but some individuals will tell you that Mewtwo is at a slight advantage against Mario because of the sort of zoning game that he could play, which is, zoning and range obviously being one of Mario's key weaknesses in the neutral game. It can be very difficult for Mario to find his way in on an intelligent Mewtwo. As we're seeing right there, the down tilt in combination with the Shadow Ball is going to make it very difficult for Mario. Once he gets caught in the air, the anti-air options from Mewtwo, such as air, up tilt, going to make it so hard to get in. 140% on Rice. He's got to be careful. 1 or 2 more hits and he's going to be an up throw kill percent at 118. He's got to watch out.
Up throw.
And that's not going to.
Yes, it is.
It is going to do it. Wow. Game 3 going to Hitaku and Zex.
Rightly questioning their 4th seed status right now.